Hello, my name is Fatima, and today I will draw on my 6 years as an HR manager in the clothing retail sector, where I've navigated complex ethical decisions, driven cultural change, and translated values into actions to show how my proven leadership in integrity, transparency, and exclusivity has helped organization overcome challenges and align with the global standards. I'll also highlight my commitment to diversity and inclusion, from tackling discriminations head on to initiatives that will truly equitable workplace and culture. So, the documentary White Hot Rise and Fall of Abercrombie and Fitch highlights how, under Mike Jeffrey, the brand's exclusionary marketing and notable misjudgments like the Wong Brothers T-shirts with its racist slogan excluded large groups of potential customers. By promoting a narrow ideal of beauty and coolness, ANF not only reinforced harmful stereotypes but also underestimated the backlash from the Asian Americans and other communities. The company's slow and inadequate response to public outrage left its reputation deeply damaged, illustrating how exclusionary strategies can have lasting ethical and business consequences. Mike Jeffries shaped Abercrombie and Fitch around a laser focus on cool exclusively, driving both its marketing and hiring practices towards a narrow beauty ideal. Charismatic yet a peak, he unapologetically targeted a specific young and attractive demographic, famously dismissing anyone outside his vision like fact checks, he said, and undervalued transparency in his leadership. This single minded approach fueled numerous controversies, from exclusionary campaigns to discriminatory stores policies, and generated significant public backlash. So, Jeffrey's reluctance to engage openly only deepened the disconnect between the ANF's leadership and its broader customers base, illustrating how an overemphasis on arrogance can undetermine brand integrity and long-term success. So, Abercrombie and Fitch's marketing under Mike Jeffries revolved around a chosen notions of cool, exclusively glossy ads staring at the young, attractive, and predominantly Caucasian models that sold not just the clothes but aspirational lifestyle assemble only to a privileged few. This narrow focuses ignored the racial and the cultural diversity exemplified by the offensive Wong Brothers T-shirt, and sent a clear message that anyone outside the Jeffries idol, whether by the race, body type, or socioeconomic status, was unwelcome. While this strategy initially drove desire among the target customers, it ultimately sparked occasions of classism and racism, eroded brand trust, and underscored the ethical paralysis of exclusionary marketing. So, after years defined by the exclusionary policies, Abercrombie and Fitch only began diversifying its staff and marketing after intense public pressure moves. Many saw like as a performative rather than systematic. Although the company hired a chief diversity officer and added more varied faces at the store level, its leadership remained overwhelming while raising the doubts about its true commitment to exclusion. So, genuine progress won't. Come from the surface changes alone, but requires deep institutional shifts in the culture and upper management to ensure that diversity and representations become core values rather than the reactive fixes. So, B Corp certifications offer Abercrombie and Fitch an incredible pathway to rebuild trust by embedding social and environmental responsibilities into its operations rather than a superficial label. The rigorous standards would require ANF to adopt exclusive hiring, transparent sources, and sustainable product practice, sending a powerful signal to the ethics minded customers. However, Given the company's exclusionary past, certification must be paired with the genuine long-term reforms in the leadership and decision-making to overcome skepticism. Only deep structure change, not marketing spin, will make B Corp a status, a meaningful validations to A and F renowned values. Abercrombie and Fitch exclusionary marketing paralysis, Nike's sweatshop scandal in showing how brands can prioritize image and profits over stakeholders' well-being. So, under Freeman's stakeholder theory, both companies ignore the ethical impact of their actions. ANF by excluding customers based on appearance, and Nike by exploiting factory workers, while Milton Fried's shareholder theory underpin their short-term focus on profitability. Public backlash both of them to revise practices, but true progress depends on whether reforms stem from genuine ethical commitments or merely protect brand images. Sustainable change requires embedding the stakeholders' interest into the corporate culture, not just reacting to the criticism. So, ANF should overhaul its marketing by celebrating diverse body types, ethnicities, and gender identities, partnering with the broad range of photographers, designers, and models to ensure authenticity and prevent repeat missteps. Spontaneously, their brand can launch ethically produced, sustainable fashions lines to meet the growing customer demands for responsible products. Finally, the transparent reporting on the diversity sourcing. Labor practices updated regularly will be demonstrated genuine accountability and rebuild trust with today's social conscious shoppers. So I recommend three concise guides for Fran Horowitz and the AF leadership team. The B Corp handbook offers step-by-step roadmap to meet the rigorous certification standards. The Responsibility Revolution shows how to weave sustainability and ethics into profitable business models, and Ethical Leadership delivers practical strategies for embedding the integrity and accountability throughout the corporate culture. Together, these books will equip A&P to rebuild the trust, drive lasting change, and balance profit with purpose. So, in conclusion, I would like to say that I believe I am an ideal candidate for the Chief Ethical Officer role at ANF. With my experience in HR and ethical leadership, I have a strong foundation in creating inclusive and socially responsible business environments. I can understand the challenges ANF faces, and I am committed to the leading company through a meaningful transformation. My approach to leadership is centered on transparency and accountability. I aim to build a culture where ethics are prioritized and exclusively is at a core of business practices. This will require a top-down commitment to a change, but I am confident that ANF can achieve this with the right dedication leadership and dedication. My vision for ANF future is one where the company will the leads by the example in the fashion industry, not only by delivering high quality products but also setting new standards for ethical business practice. I'm ready to take ANF on this journey to restore its reputation, build a more diverse and exclusive workplace, and become a positive force for a change in the industry. Thank you.